What's going on, Buff Nation? Welcome back to another video here on the Voice of College Football Network. My name is Miles. I cover the Buffs here at VOCFB. You can follow me on X at Miles High Buffs. It's just me today, no Tommy, and I got a fun little interview to do today. A Buffs commit that I'm super excited about. Probably see it in the title. Jovon Pulliam out of Hoover, Alabama. We're super excited to talk to him, talk a little bit about why he chose the Buffs and what he's excited for in his senior season. Give you a little bit of a rundown. I'm looking to get some clarification from him on his measurables, so we won't start there, but finish his senior season, or his junior season rather, with 91 tackles, 13 TFLs, 9 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and 1 kick block. He's currently a 3-star recruit, and we're going to go ahead and bring him in now.
Hello, sir.
There he is. Jovon, how's it going?
Man, it's going amazing.
Awesome. Happy Wednesday. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time. Before we jump into anything, I've seen a little bit of discrepancy about your measurables. I saw 6'1", 230. I've seen 6'3", 240. Let's set the record straight. Where are we at nowadays?
I am 6'2", 240 pounds.
Okay, so we're like right there in the middle, roughly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, like I said, I appreciate you taking some time. I know you're a very busy guy getting into to football season here, but want to just kind of take a moment to talk about your upbringing, kind of how you fell in love with football. Tell the people just about, how you got to where you are today, and then we'll talk a little bit about, why you committed to the Buffs.
Sir. So my upbringing, sorry. I really did not like football at the start because I wasn't good at it at all, but I had an older brother who was really good at it. And, I just being a little kid, I wanted to follow my big brother's footsteps. So that's truly how I fell in love with the game. And then it's just like as time, went on, I've gotten better. I think moving to Hoover really transcended my game a lot because I'm from a little small town. It's called Weaver, Alabama. Some people don't even know. It's like they're like a 2A school. They don't win many football games, so football games, it's not big there. Football isn't big there, so I think moving to Hoover was truly the best decision for me and my family. And moving here, it's a football town. Everybody loves Hoover around here. Two-a-days back in the day, winning countless state titles. Even Coach Niblett, he's a coach at Colorado. He's the man up here, Hoover legend. So, going to that school truly, really made me love football also, sir.
I love that you shouted that out early too, and we'll get a little bit into some of the relationships that you've built with the coaches so far. But no, I think that's great. And, similar to myself, it's kind of how I fell in love with sports. It's just watching my older brother and, kind of follow in those footsteps. Really quickly, I want to ask, I've seen you've played a little bit of different spots on the defense. I've seen you've lined up mostly at edge, but it sounds like you've also kind of slotted yourself at linebacker at different times, depending on what's needed. Do you see yourself at the next level lining up at a specific position, or you more feel like you are kind of a hybrid defensive player?
I would say that I feel like I'm more of a hybrid defensive player. Preferably, I would like to play outside linebacker. If I need to play edge, I'll play it because I know how to play it. But at the high school level, I would say in our defense, really up front, I play everything. You can line me up at tackle. You can line me up at nose because I feel like I'm a very versatile player up front. And then if our coaches, they like to back us up, back me off the ball, send some pressure. I'm real good at that. So the front seven, that's like my little area. But preferably in college, I would see myself as an outside linebacker, inside linebacker type of guy. But I do love the blitz, man. I love to come off the edge.
I was gonna say you got that speed, and the speed kills. Do you say they lined you up in nose?
Oh yeah. It all depends on the situation, man. If it's third and long, and we got some quick guys, so they'll line me up inside and line some quicker guys on the outside, and we get pressure like that.
Yeah,
so
it makes sense. Yeah, and I love that mentality too of just like we'll do whatever we need to succeed, and you put me where you need to help the team win. It's a really good mentality. I want to talk a little bit about your recruitment process. So just talk to us a little bit about kind of how the offer from Colorado came to be. I read a little bit about your relationship with Coach Hart and Coach Marv and Coach Hilo, but just talk a little bit about kind of how that process came about and what really stood out to you about the Buffs.
Yes, sir. So it was really crazy. I remember I was actually, I think I was on a visit. It was an unofficial visit, and I was at Arkansas. And I'm pretty sure it might have been Coach Marv. Coach Marv texted me. He said he was going to give me a call. I was looking forward to it. And what's crazy is he never gave me a call. So, man, these guys are busy. They work all the time. That they have life outside of football. You know what I mean? So I really didn't mind it. It was what it was. And then, one day I was in school. My coach calls me down, and then there was coach. It was coach. Let me remember his name. Coach Hart, linebacker coach, man. Dog. Coach Hart was in the office, man. We chopped it up real good. Talked to me. He offered me. We stepped to OV. And yeah, the rest is history. I went down there on my OV. I loved it. My mom loved it. I love Coach Hilo, man. I love Coach Hart. I love their coach. That's really what I wanted to see the most out of them because I never been down there. I didn't get to come to one of their unofficial visits to see them practice or anything. So I really wanted to sit down and watch film and see how they coach because I'm really big on seeing who's going to coach me because my
Mhm.
biggest goal is making it to the NFL. So depending on who's coaching you, you got to have good coaches, man. And then after seeing the energy they brought and what they do down there in Colorado, I just went ahead and committed.
That's awesome. I love that. And you hit the nail on the head. Coach Hart is such an awesome guy and he's such a great personality too. Did it mean anything to you that the linebackers coach was the first one to reach out as opposed to Coach Hilo on the edge? Did that say anything about that?
Well, I see everything as like an opportunity, and truly now I play edge in high school, but in high school like where I'm at. I see it as like I'm here to help the team because I know my stature and the way how I'm built. I'm not really an edge. I'm truly a linebacker. Like that. That's what I'm going to have to play at the next level. So that's just how I seen it. And like I said, I'm one of those guys who'll do whatever it takes to win. I'll play anywhere. I'm not a selfish player. Everybody gets their opportunity. So wherever I can go line up and play at, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and play.
That's awesome. I love that. And I read a little bit about your visit too, and it sounds like your mom had a really good time. She said Mish may be relocating out to Colorado to come with
Yes.
you out there. Just talk about that visit, kind of what stood out to you. It sounds like you made some really good connections, but just that visit overall, how did it go?
And the visit was amazing. I brought my mom and my uncle and one of my cousins, and everybody was treated right. Everybody was treated with respect. That's a big thing with my family. And the good thing about Colorado, the cherry on top that really helped my mom is that we have some family down there. And my mom has always wanted to come to Colorado. She loves the weather. She loves the mountains. So the offer was huge for her too. Like she loves it,
Yeah.
and the visit, man, like all even the recruits that were there, the QB, one of the DBs, his name's Samari Howard, like all those guys are good. And I can't wait to play by those guys. Barack Willis plays here in Alabama. Like all those guys are dogs. And like my goal is to win games. That's my biggest goal. I love winning. I tell my teammates all the time in the high school level, I hate losing more than I love winning. Like it's I truly hate to lose. And when you got those type of guys around you, guys with a winning mentality, you're set to win because like people always say, you are who you hang around with. Hang around losers, you're gonna be a loser. You hang around winners, you're gonna be a winner. And all those guys in Colorado, their attitude, they're ready to work, man. So I think I'm pretty sure, I'm confident I'm gonna be surrounded by some winners. And me and the guys, we're gonna get after it. Yes, sir.
Amen. I love that. And again, I say it a couple of times. I love your mentality and the way you're going about things. I'm curious to know, do you feel like you're a bit underrated in this class? Like being a 3-star, and it sounds like you have this positional versatility that you're super excited about. Not to put you on the spot at all, but do you feel like you are a bit under recruited or kind of overlooked in some of these areas?
Now, I would say yes, but to me, stars really don't matter. Like it's high school. Like we going to the way I see it, we truly gonna see he gonna make it the furthest when we go to college, man. And like everything is really politics. Like it is what it is. And like my stats, I think I had some pretty good sacks. And you read them out. Some of those are actually wrong.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I grabbed those directly from 247, so it's possible that they just have them wrong on there.
Yes, sir. So I did have 91 tackles. I had 17 TFLs, 11 sacks, 4 forced fumbles. I blocked 5 field goals.
Okay, wow.
And I,
Yeah,
and
that is
I
a big difference.
oh yeah, special teams wins games. We take it very seriously.
Yeah.
Like, and field goals, you block a field goal, that can change the whole aspect of a game.
Mm-hmm.
And I did have 1 fumble recovery. So I feel like I had a big junior season. I'm looking to have an even bigger senior season, man, with the guys around me. And yeah, man, we looking to have some fun. But I do think I'm underrated. But Man, it's all about seeing who's gonna make it the furthest in the college world, man. This high school stuff don't really matter.
Yeah. You're just trying to get to that next level and make a
Yes,
difference,
sir.
get with your teammates. I feel like I know the answer about what you're going to say next, and you kind of have answered it a little bit, but what are your goals for your senior season? Do you have a specific number of tackles you want to get? Is it just about team success? Is it about a specific award in your area? Just what is your full senior season goal?
I would say I do want 100 plus tackles. I want 15 plus sacks. I want 20 plus TFLs. I do want to force a few fumbles, and I definitely want to block some field goals. Maybe five. And now, with that said, it's going to be a little challenging because last year was my first year starting as a junior. But now guys got the film on me, so guys are going to game plan against me. So it's going to be a little harder. But I think myself, I've gotten a lot better. So it should be interesting to see. And then the true main goal, all stats aside, is winning a state title. Like I said, I'm big on winning. Like, I care about my guys and coaches more than anything, more more than any stats could bring. Like at the end of the day, like I mean, your guys are like they're everything. So only people who really got on the field, man. So winning a state title was definitely number one for sure.
That's always the main goal at any level. That should always be the main goal. And I know Bus fans are excited to hear you say that too. Talk to me a little about you. You obviously mentioned Samari Howard, and it sounds like Andre Adams was there as
Yep,
well.
Andre
If you talk
Adams.
about, you know, when you're looking at this class, this Buffs class, are there any names outside of those two guys that kind of stood out to you, or guys that you really feel like you're excited about to join you in this 2027 class?
There are a lot of guys. I'm kind of bad with names, but there is a running back. I think his name's like Bobo. Man, that
Kyle
guy
Bobo,
is
yep.
he is a man. He's one of the best running backs I've ever seen play. He's truly electric. Like he's the man. Barack Willis, freaking dog. Like but before he went to Moody, he played at Oak Mountain. They're actually in our region, so we used to play him a lot.
Hmm.
And like he played on varsity as a freshman. Like that's a huge deal. And like he's always been good. And there are a few more guys on the visit. So some O linemen, I'm just not that good with names.
No, you're good. It also it's early enough. You'll have plenty of time to learn them. So
So,
even me and the fan side, I'm still remembering everybody's names. But just want to see if there's anybody that kind of stood out to you. Sounds like Brock Willis is one that, especially being from your area, has
so.
kind of made an imprint on you. Talk to me just really quickly here. Who do you we're talking about college, talking about the next level. You talked about wanting to get to the NFL. Who do you really compare your game to? Like, do you model yourself after anybody in the NFL in particular, or who did you kind of grow up idolizing?
I would say who I model myself off of. I would probably say Abdul Carter and Micah Parsons. Those guys are very versatile. Like on the ball, off the ball, that they could play anywhere on the defense. So I like to truly model my game after those guys because these guys are dogs, man. Like they play the game right at a high level. And growing up, let's see who did I watch growing up. There's a lot of guys, man. There's a lot of guys. I do love some Lawrence Taylor. Like he just came
Mm.
down. He came down and hit people, man. And that's a bit like setting the tone is always huge. Like pregame, I always go up to our coach. Defense first. That's my biggest thing because the defense got to go out there and set the tone no matter what. You put defense first. We go out there get a 3 and out. The tone set for the rest of the game, man. Laying big hits, getting the crowd hype, man. That's all about setting the tone.
Yeah, that's especially at Folsom Field, man, you're gonna really thrive in that energy. I think you're gonna really love it once you get on campus. You mentioned a couple of bigger guys there too. I'm curious to know, like, do you have a priority around putting on some extra LBs heading into your senior season, or do you feel comfortable at the weight that you are?
Right now, I would say I'm going to sit out the way I am because I was really at one point I was 250, but
Okay.
they like the goal was to make me gain a whole bunch of weight because last season my junior I was 225, so they put on a whole bunch of weight, then they slimmed me down into like more compact muscle. So right now I'm going to sit, but the goal is to always gain a little bit of weight every single year because I love playing up front. You got to have some weight to play on front, man. You're going against guys that are 300 pounds. Like you got to have it. So that's always the goal. So I can see myself getting a little bigger. I think in the college realm, I think I want to play around 250, 255-ish.
Mhm.
Sir.
That's awesome. Last main question here, and then we'll jump into some of the rapid fire. I'm curious to know, when you talk to other recruits or talk to other kids, in these circles in the high school realm, what would be your message to guys who are, evaluating CU or looking at CU? What would you want to say to them?
I'll tell the guys, like, man, first off, take your time in the recruiting process. Don't rush. And like, man, like, just enjoy it, because like you're only going to get recruited once. Like, this is your one and only time, man. Take your time. Everybody has their own time. It's all in God's plan. That's all I got to say.
It's awesome. All right, let's run through some rapid fire if you're game. Ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. First and foremost, what's your dream car?
My dream car. Ooh. BMW 7 Series.
BMW 7 Series. Like a new one or an older one?
A newer one. Right now I got the 5 Series. So
okay.
I'm a big BMW guy.
I've seen some of the ones. I saw one. I don't know if it was a US build. It has like the big flat screen that folds down. In the back.
Yeah, it's nice.
Crazy. Nice. Are you driving or are you a passenger? That's the real question.
Oh, I'm driving. I'm driving.
All right, next one. Death row meal. If you just had like one meal you had to have last meal.
Probably some taco salad. I love some nachos personally, and then you can never go wrong with that.
That's interesting, especially coming from Alabama, getting a taco salad in there. It's interesting. All right, a celebrity, we're going to say non-football, that you'd want to get dinner with. It can be a rapper. It can be I'll let you have other sports, but it can't be football.
Oh, Shohei Ohtani.
Okay, interesting. Any particular reason why?
I really don't watch baseball, but everybody knows him, and like he's just the guy. Like he's the GOAT. He's good. He's good at pitching. He's good at hitting. Like he's
just got that aura. I get you.
He's just the guy.
And then last one here. If you get your first big payday, if you had to buy a vacation home, where would it be?
Ooh. It would probably be somewhere on the lake.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't have any specific places, but it would probably be somewhere on the lake.
You get in a lake house in one way or another.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Sure. Well, Jovon, thank you so much. Like I said, I don't want to take too much of your time here. I know you're a busy guy, but appreciate you hopping on. Anything else you want to say to the fans? Shout out your handles, your social media. Anything else before we drop off here?
Yes, sir. I just want to say to you guys, thank you guys for all the support and all the love, man, and go Buffs.
Let's go Buffs. All right, Jovon, we'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.